Hello friends, and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing a clue opening here. I believe this is my Tree of Life. Since I've already finished my carnival, that's all it can be. So let's get this open. And Cotton Cuts does have another mystery quilt coming out. Registration begins May 31st. It's called Wild West. They do have some colorways out there right now. I do not believe they've been named yet, but y'all go look at them. They have some beautiful colorways. And here we are. This is Wild West. They're talking about that. That's going to be exciting. I still have to look at them and decide if I'm going to do it or not. I still have not yet decided if I'm going to be doing another puzzle mystery quilt at this time. So here I have my fabrics and my clue. So let me get on into it. And I'm showing you guys everything how Cotton Cuts does their puzzle mystery quilt. You will get your clue and all your fabrics. That is if you do a monthly subscription to them, or that if you do it monthly. You can prepay for the whole thing up front, and they will send you all of your fabric and then email your clues to you. But let me see. I have to get my I am woodland, hashtag woodland here. I am going to get all of my fabrics laid out with their letter. And see, I'm just separating it here by color, because that way I can put my letter on it. So I have a fabric D. And you will see on our thing, it's like A, B, C, D. It has it listed out. And I'm trying to find all of the light colors and get that. Then I have a fabric E. You don't always use all of your colors. Or you end up not using all of them. So then that is a fabric B. And I have my little alphabetties here in my little box. I've had several people ask me about this box. Y'all, I got this little old box from Walmart. It is a fish tackle box. That's all it is. Just a little tackle box. And I think I might have paid $4 for it, if that. I like to make things work for me. If I can do that instead of having to pay a lot of money for things, I like to be economical with things I buy, or make things work for me that, you know, this works perfect. And I needed things with little bitty squares, and this works perfect. It looks like I have all of the colors in this one, which is quite unusual. Yeah. Looks like I have all 6 colors. So I can put that away. And each month we get a block of the month. This is my May block of the month. That's pretty neat. Normally I have my acrylic tray here that I can put my pieces in, but my acrylic tray is down here with other pieces that I've been cutting out for another project that I'm working on. So I don't have that right now. So what we are working on, this is clue 4. I am doing a large Tree of Life. We are going to have 6 pieces that we do, and these are the 6 that we're doing. So the first one we're making 4 A's and then 2 B's. So I'm just going to get started into it so we can see this. I'm going to keep my colorway up here so I can do it. it says sew a small D triangle top right of large E. So we're going to have 4 of these because it says we're making 4. So that's all 4 of these. And we're doing small D's. Now I do have my iron cut on because this is actually making like flying geese. So I'm going to sew the first one on, then press it, and then sew the second one on. So it has us doing it to the top right first. So we are going to get started. Here's my A, here's my D's. And I know I'm just kind of getting into it real fast. And that's mainly because I don't want this to take a really long time to do. I'm wanting to just get into it and get it going so you guys can see clue number 4 come together. Like I said, we're doing our right side and then we're doing our left. Once I get all the rights done, I will press them out and then I will do the left. Making sure this is all even when I put it under that needle or put it up next to that needle. And how I'm doing this, I am matching it at that bottom edge first because they are pre-cut and that one just seems to match a lot better because that one is an exact match. I am on my last triangle here to do the right edge, and I am going to try to keep this under an hour. So when I edit it down, you only have about 20 minutes of it. Now I am putting the left side triangle on, and I will be making 4 of these as well because we're going to complete the flying geese unit. And guys, I love this fabric. So beautiful. Now, I did finish the carnival. You will see that actually tomorrow on my Finishing Friday. That is if I get this one finished and uploaded in time to edit it for Thursday. I kind of got a late start today. I had taken the day off because I had some medical business to tend to. Nothing bad. I mean, I didn't need to go to the doctor or anything. I just had some things I needed to tend to. So I went ahead and took the day off. And that's why I'm getting started so late. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be sewing until 5:30 normally. And I actually did not have a video ready to come out today. But I decided to get this done for you. So now we have our 4 flying geese done. Next thing we're going to do 4 more flying geese. We are going to be taking our small B, our C's. So this is our small B, and I'm guessing I have 8 here. Yes, I have 8 to a large C. So we should have 4 large C's. That's what we have. And we are going to be making 4 flying geese units with these as well. Now, yeah, I was thinking, oops, got to do it on the right side first. I think it says top right, yes. I was thinking if I do the Wild West, maybe I should go out of my comfort zone with colors to make something bold. I don't know, though. I have seen some of the colors, and I did see one in particular that I am really liking. But I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. What I'm going to have to do is check closer to the end of the month to see where I'm at with all of my sew-alongs, because I still have 2 sew-alongs that I'm behind on. And to have other projects I like doing too, so I just don't want to take on another sew-along. And this really doesn't take a long time to do. Literally, this is the large, and I think the last one I did, like Clue 3, might have taken me an hour. And that's everything, pressing and everything. I mean, I can tell you right now just what I've gotten done, and we're only 20 minutes in to the video, and about 6 minutes of that was me setting up, and you won't see that part because I will edit my setup and my ironing out for sure. And I may speed you through some of the areas where I'm not talking and just sewing. I may speed you up through that, so you don't have to watch all of that. And it doesn't take extra time. Now on to the left side of our second set of flying geese. So now we're doing the left side. Just like this, within less than 30 minutes of being sewing, we are putting together 2 parts of our quilt to make a piece. We're not making the full part yet, but these are the first 2 steps. So our third step is we're going to take our 2 sets of flying geese, and we will put them together in this manner. So let me get these down, and we will put our flying geese together here. I know I probably should be making sure them seams come together right, but I'm not. I'm just flying with it right now. In actuality, it feels like they are coming together really well. And I am not measuring at this point in time. I will measure when I get my final piece added on to make sure whatever it's supposed to be is what it is. Because I did kind of test measure the first one, and I know I am running on the same seam as the first set of flying geese on all of my flying geese, and my first set of flying geese measured exactly. So with cotton cuts, that is one of the things that you really do not have to worry about. Everything comes out perfectly. And I'm not doing a scant 1/4 inch. I am doing a full 1/4 inch. I have learned with cotton cuts to do the full 1/4 inch, and things come out perfectly. You're not having to trim down. Now, after you get the whole thing put together and you press out, you may have to trim down because sometimes that pressing out does cause it to stretch just a little bit. And the reason I'm tugging on that a little bit is because I have those 2 seams come together right there at the very top, and sometimes my machine does not want to pull that straight on through. But that's okay, just a little tug from the back of it and it works fine. And I think I've had to do it on every single one of them here, actually. The first one I had to push through with my hand. I have those done. It looks like I had 2 of them that kind of got off a little bit. I think this was one of them. But you know what? In the big scheme of things, you're not really going to be able to tell. So, not stressing over it. I am going to go on to step 4 and find my large D triangles. I should have 4 of them. Large D and small A. So let me find my small A. I need 8 of those. See if we have 8 right here. They're pretty good about packaging these like in a stack with as many as you need in that stack. Now I do have more small A's over here, but that's very likely because I'm going to need it on another step in this. But y'all, we are, let me look at the time here. I record on my cell phone and I can look at it and tell we've been doing this for 32 minutes. Now, of course, on the video editing, it's probably only going to show about 10 minutes because all these times where I'm sewing and I'm not speaking, I am going to speed through that. Trying to put that one on wrong. Now have our third set of flying geese done. So I'm grabbing our unit that we've already completed because we are going to put this on top of this unit. So what I'm going to do is just fold that A. I call this the A and this is going to be my B unit. Just fold them over here. Just match up the edges. I'm going to try to get that top edge first and then put it under the needle. And then I'll straighten the rest of it out once I get it under there. Okay, 45 minutes in and we have our first 4 section 4A's done. So now we're going to get to section 4B. We are going to take small triangle D's and small triangle A's. I don't know how many I need. 4. Okay, so that makes all of the D's and looks like all of the A's as well. Yep, and what we are going to do is make 4 half square triangles. And since they're pre-cut, you don't have to worry about the marking, the trimming, the cutting, and that just makes this so much easier. So we are just going to go on and get into making this 4B. And I have about 15 minutes before I'm at my hour mark. Being that I'm on the last set of blocks in this sew-along, I am not going to stop at an hour. I imagine I may go probably about to an hour and 15 minutes. So let me tell you a little bit about cotton cuts. I am not an ambassador. I am not sponsored. This that you see me sewing, I purchased myself. And that is because I love doing cotton cut projects. Because they're pre-cut. You don't they take all the guesswork out pretty much. All you have to do is follow a pattern, which is really easy. And in the end, they give you your finishing clues, and you have a fabulous quilt. This, like I said, this is a large. Now, a small may not have as many pieces that you're making. I think they said the large has like an extra layer on the, like an extra, not necessarily a border, but like an extra set of steps that you do towards the outside of it. The center will be the same, I believe, as, I know with the carnival, that's how it was. The center was the same, and then you had like an extra on the outside. We've got step 1 done. So now step 2 is we're joining a step 1 unit to a D square. These are my D squares. How many am I making of these? 2. So let me get 2 of those out. And we're going to attach these on both sides. And make sure I have it going the correct direction here. This is my A and my D. A and D. Okay. I have to make sure I have them going the correct direction, because if I don't, it won't look right. So now I just put the other step 1 on. Okay, our next step, I'm not pressing these yet because I don't need those. Our next step is we are taking our remaining 2 A squares, and we are taking our remaining 4 D squares, and we're going to put a D square on each side of our A square and on both sides of it. And that will create 2 units there that we will attach to our unit that we just completed. Okay, I have both of these done, and what we are going to do is put these 2 together, and we will nest the seams. And as always, I'm going to pin these seams, at least one of them. We have this section done now. So this is step number 4 of our 4B. Now I'm going to make another flying geese unit using my C and F. So we are going to continue the same steps. We're going to put on the on the right side first, and then the left. We'll do it on the right, press, then go to the left. And we're only doing 2 of these, so that should go fairly quick. I'm going to see if there's anything else that I can't, nope, because the very next step I need to have these completed. I was wondering if there was something else I could sew just to kind of speed it up and press everything at the same time, but it's not. This one is needed to do the next step. Now these colors are just fabulous, just so beautiful. I love the blues and the grays. This flying geese unit is completed, so now I have to add my last two blocks or squares to the end. We're adding it to the left end, trying to make sure I'm not turning that seam any kind of crazy way under there as I'm sliding it under there. Now we are down to our last step of assembling our complete unit. We are going to take these last two pieces that I'm dropping that we just made. They are going to be upside down. Okay. I've got them in the position they need to go, so I am just going to flip that over, get that done, because we are about an hour and 10 minutes right now. So y'all will see this late on Thursday if my battery doesn't die. I just got to notice that my battery was low, so I need to hurry myself up just a little bit. Well, friends, we have completed section 4B, and here is 4A. I would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join me and sew along with me. If you don't know about Cotton Cuts, I do have their link down in the description. Any item that I used in creating this project, there will be a link down in the description below. Also, you may see, or you may not see, I may edit it out, but one of my handy dandy little tools that I was gifted is this little thing. It is a caddy. I have found this online. These are magnetic ends. You'll see I have actually have a pin on it. It has a little hole in here. I have extra needles in there, but it's got this little slot right here to cut your threads. When you're doing a continuous row, it will cut your threads. So friends, thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. Check the links out down in the description. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Goodbye.